Hi there.
Hi.
Welcome to another Wheelingit Campground review. We're here at Ives Run Corps of Engineers Recreation Area and Campground, which is north, sort of central Pennsylvania, just south of the Pennsylvania-New York border, basically south of Corning. So if you're on your way from there or to there, this is a pretty fantastic stop. It's a Corps of Engineers, which is means it's by water, it's by a lake. And typical Corps of Engineers, the campground is mixed.
Yeah, the thing that Corps of Engineers do great is they're always by water, so it's always a really scenic setting. This particular campground has tons of space. There is miles of hiking trails, large grassy fields, there's a boat launch, there's a swim area. Our site has a beautiful little view of the water. But the campsites tend to be really unlevel. I don't know why that is, but every Corps of Engineers campground we've been to, it's been like that. So bring your leveling blocks. You're going to need them here. But other than that, separation's good. And it's a little in the middle of nowhere. Like Paul said, if you're on your way somewhere, this can be a great green stop to just kind of hang out and relax for a while. But there's not a lot around here. There's a winery. We haven't tried it yet.
We will.
But there's not really anything else, so stock up, come here and hang out for a while. Let's go show you what it's like.
Okay.
Quick clip of the check-in area. It's very nicely set up. There's these long RV parking spaces, so you just come in the main road over here, go into your parking space, then you can unhook, and then you check into the check-in building back there. And the road coming in is easy, nice, wide, no problem at all. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about pricing and look at the campsite map. So pricing at this campground, there's about 200 campsites, of which 80 are full hookup, 50 amp water and sewer. Those sites are $40 a night. And then there are water electric sites, either 30 or 50 amp, depending on which loop you're in, and they are $36 a night. And then there's also a set of primitive campsites, which are $20 a night. Now, if you are over 62 and you have the America the Beautiful Pass or the Senior Pass, if you know, depends what you call it, then definitely make sure you apply that here. This is a federal campground, so you can get 50% off camping if you have that pass. We do not, so we play full price. Anyway, let's have a look at the campsite map. Now here's the campsite map. You basically, you come in over here, you drive in, this is the dump station, and then you drive in over here, and these are the various loops. Now everything in red, this loop, and half of this and this loop are the full hookup sites. So those are the 50 amp water sewer sites. And these sites over here, just on the end, these are the 30 amp water electric only, whereas these sites here and here, these are the 50 amp water electric only. So hopefully you got all that. Now I would say the nicest sites by far are the sites that get a water view, and that would be these sites here, right on the outside from 95 to 99. These sites here from about 121 to 125. And then these sites up here, 115 to 118. These are by far the nicest, I think, view sites in the campground. These sites down here, also 70 to 78 or so, these all get water views as well. But this is also the place that is access to the boat launch. So you do get a lot more traffic going up and down here to the boat launch. A lot of families like to stay here because they have easy access to the water, easy access to some of the other, you know, the volleyball, the day use, the swim beach, which is over here. But I would say here, here, and here are probably the prime areas. Another thing to note is there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 9 circled sites. These are non-reservable, so that does seem to say that these guys do keep a certain number of sites on hand for people who come in without reservations. So that's always nice. There you go. So I forgot one thing real quick. This road here goes out to Pine Camp. It's a mile long, and then you end up in the primitive camping area. This is the $20 a night camping area. It has no hookups. The one thing about this camping area, sites are very unlevel. I would say this is best for tenters, small rigs, apart from maybe just a few of the sites, maybe some of the ones down here, 158, 159, these were relatively flat, but everything else really is not good for big rigs.
Hi there, we're in our site 116, and this is the 30 amp water electric section of the campground, so a little bit older. So two things about this site here, in particular this loop. You get some nice views that Nino will show you here in a little bit of the lake, and that's why we chose it. But the site, number one, is really unlevel. So I don't know if you can see, we had to use 4 levels of our leveling blocks, our links levelers, to get up, and some wood blocks under the jacks to get up high enough. But we carry those, we're used to that, especially boondocking out west, so not a big deal for us. The second thing is the power pedestal is quite far away from a lot of the sites here. Ours in particular is like 25 feet away from the site and the water hookup. So I carry a big old extension. Again, not really an issue for us. I've used it 3 times in 7 years, but when I need it, it's great. Otherwise, it's a beautiful site, plenty of green area, picnic table, the hanging thingy, fire pit, gravel area, and a nice view.
Quick clip to show you one of the back-end sites in the full hookup section of the campground. This is the Hawthorne Loop, which looks like one of the newer loops in the campground. This particular site is site number 5. Difference from our site up on the hill is that the hookups are right next to the site here. The site is quite a bit flatter than where we are, but otherwise it's a nice, large, spacious site with lots of green views. No water views in this particular loop, but it is a very nice site with good separation, just like the other loops. Last site video, I did want to show you some of the lovely water view sites. This is site 99. Over here is site 98. You can see these sites down here have full views of the water, which is really gorgeous. These particular sites are not on the main road to the boat launch, so they're quite private as well. I would say these are probably the prime sites in the campground.
Just a quick video of the dump station here. 2 lanes right here, either on the entrance to the exit to the campground. That's the road that goes into the campground back here, so no problems getting in and out of here. Super wide, nice and flat. Drinking water first up here up front, potable water right there, and then the dump station and non-potable water to do your flush back there. So nice and easy.
These are the facilities, nothing really too exciting. There are 2 walk-in shower / toilet stalls, unisex. They were a little bit moldy, so, you know, dated and moldy, but the showers were large, very warm, very good water pressure, so we enjoyed them. Quick clip of the second facilities. These are in the Hawthorne Loop, so they are in the full hookup loop, and they are a bit more spacious than the ones in our loop. There's individual male and female on the other side. Walk-in showers. It's still quite dated, but these do look like newer facilities. Also, this building around the back has a laundromat with 2 washers and 2 dryers. $3, so a bit pricey, but otherwise it is nice to have laundromats on site. Just pan around, show you the rest of the Hawthorne Loop. This campground does have a camp store and deli, which is always nice in a campground that's kind of a little in the middle of nowhere. Not too much in there, but you do have some basic groceries, ice, soft drinks, stuff like that, and there are couple of picnic tables and stuff around here, so you can enjoy whatever you buy inside outside. This is the swim beach area. It's not a very big swim beach area, but they do have Lona life jackets, which I think is kind of a nice touch for the kiddies. And it's just this bounded area down here by the river. This is the Hawthorne Loop. We're standing at the beginning of the campground. These are sites 1 to 45, and we're going to do our traditional bike through. These particular sites are all full hookup, water, electric, sewer, and there are no water views in here. Let's go. This is the second loop, the Aspen Loop, sites 46 to 64 on the left-hand side of the campground. These are also full hookup, but no water views. These are the beach sites, sites 65 to 85 in the middle of the campground. The top half are full hookups, the bottom half are water electric, and towards the bottom you'll start to see those water views. These are the birch sites, sites 86 to 106 on the right-hand side of the campground. Again, these are full hookup in the beginning and water electric towards the end, and towards the end you'll also see some water views. Okay, this is our last set of sites in the hookup section of the campground. This is Hickory Loop, sites 107 to 131. These are all water electric, 30 amp electric only. They are on a hill, so give me a little time to get up. And some of the sites at the top and on the left-hand side do have water views. Just a quick look from the primitive campground, the road going towards the main campground. You can see some of the RVs over there, the boat launch, and then just the view of the lake slash dam. It's just beautiful. So we're going to do a quick bike through of the primitive pine loop. This is sites 132 to 163. There are no hookups here, and some of the sites are fairly unlevel, so I'm not clear this is the best place for big rigs. But if you're a smaller rig and you don't mind primitive camping, this can be quite nice and relaxed.
All right, that concludes the review of Ives Run Campground.
It's been a great little veg spot. I mean, you know, if you're traveling through, I think this is a great place to hang out for a few days. Oh, for those interested in internet, AT&T is really iffy here. Verizon was okay, but
with booster?
With the booster, yeah. It really helped with the booster. And for whatever reason, T-Mobile is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
So, and yeah, beautiful area, lots of green. The doggy and the kitties loved all the greenery, and we really enjoyed the hiking trails and just hanging out. So
yeah, come check it out.
I think it's a good place to stop.
All
right, see you down the road.
Bye.